Assassination Nation. Action. So Assassination Nation is the newest movie about 4 teenage girls who live in Salem, Massachusetts, and when everybody starts slowly getting hacked one by one, and then eventually the whole town, people start going crazy, and the movie turns into the purge. This movie is written and directed by Sam Levinson, and this movie is really... This movie's just got 2018 written all over it. This movie isn't really anything unique. Like, going into it, I was just expecting it to be, like, bloody or something. Like, everybody was just gonna be complete carnage. And that's exactly what I did not get. I mean, there's some blood in this movie, but that's not why people are gonna go see it. But I'm just letting you know ahead of time, this isn't no carnage-filled Purge movie. So if you're going to see this because you think it's like the Purge, it's nowhere near that. But the positives for this movie is that third act, it did start getting like real tense. It got real tense. There was some good tension, and like when the people are starting to break into this house because they think this girl Lily is in there, who they think is responsible for hacking everybody, even though she's not. And that's a really good scene in this movie, and that's really it, really. I just did not enjoy this movie at all. The dialogue, the characters, everything else is just bad. So let's just get on with the negatives. Like I said before, this movie is not original. This is just a combination of The Purge with season 20 of South Park. South Park already touched base on this question of what would happen if everybody just got hacked and you knew everything about your neighbor and your best friend and what they were saying or doing behind your back, sending nudes and stuff. So we've already seen this happen before if you watched South Park. And just the amount of craziness, like the volume, the dial of craziness just gets turned up immediately when people start getting hacked. It's like, I don't care if there's a slut in my town and I see a nude of her, I'm not going to try to murder her. And when the police department gets in on it and they're crazy too, I mean, at some point, who doesn't the FBI just step in at some point and try to help out? It's like you get the National Guard there. I know it's a small town, but goddamn, this would never happen. I will say for a quick positive though, again, I like the reveal they have at the end of who's hacking everybody. It's just a very stupid, it's dumb, but I like it. It was kind of funny. The characters that we have to follow in this movie, they only like flesh out one. You're following one. The story is being narrated by one character named Lily, and the other ones they don't even try to touch base on. I mean, a couple of them say they get hacked, but we never know what they got hacked for or what was their secrets. You got one who's a transgender woman, and that's all you know about her. And you know she almost gets laid one night, and that guy who tried to have sex with her, his buddies, his homophobic friends, want to kick the shit out of him because they found out he had sex with this transgendered woman or almost did. They don't really do anything with that character really. And then all these two other characters they don't touch base on either. It's just this one girl Lily who you're following throughout the movie. And that's the only character they try to flesh out, and everybody else is just there. You know more about one of these characters' moms than you know about the actual girls. Like, you got these 4 girls, and they don't do anything to actually, like, explore them. It was interesting to see Bill Skarsgard, Pennywise, in this movie. I mean, his character was interesting. He's definitely a good actor. Good acting in this movie. And it was weird seeing him in this movie, too. I was like, dude, you go from Pennywise to this weird fucking movie? How does that happen? The third act of this movie, it starts to like build up to this big climax, like 300, like it's gonna be this big brawl, and then it just ends before we see anything, and it was just a big letdown. And like I said, there is narration in this movie, but the way they narrate it, they always narrate over this interesting stuff that's happening or things you want to pay attention to the point where you can't even really focus on what's being said at all. And the way the audio mixing was done, it felt like it was like too loud. People's voices were too loud and it was starting like to vibrate on the microphone, like they were holding the mic too close. But yeah, this movie didn't really have a story. It was just like, alright, everyone's getting hacked, they're all going crazy. I mean, this movie is just 2018 written all over it with Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, blah blah blah. Everyone's trending. This movie is just about what people would do if they got hacked. And the only message I got from the movie was, don't be judgmental, get off your high horse, everybody has something to hide. That's all I got from this movie. So at the end of the day, this movie just did not entertain me. The third act was the best part, but then it just completely let me down again right after that, towards the end. And it just didn't keep me entertained, really. It was just very awkward, too. An awkward movie. They had these weird editing decisions where it'd be a triple screen of this happening, and this happening, and this happening, all at the same time, and I couldn't choose which one I wanted to focus on. And then they added narration during that, so it's like I got 4 things to focus on. So this woman, this is a movie for women, I guess, because women are known to multitask, and I just could not multitask and pay attention to everything being said and happening. It was a very weird editing decision that they did. This movie was just very weird. Definitely the weirdest movie I've seen this year, and yeah, I don't plan on revisiting it, Because Assassination Nation, to me, I'm sorry to say this, it's just wasted time. I don't hear anybody else talk about this movie. It's just no one's talking about it. It's been out almost a week, and I haven't heard a peep about it. It's all about feminism, right? Is that what this movie's about? I don't know. To me, it's just a ripoff. Let me know about what you thought about this movie in the comments below. Have you seen it? Did you think it was fucking crazy too? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this review at all, remember that you can see more by clicking on my cartoon face in 5 seconds. And until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah.